Yeah.
Beastin', T hit that beast mode on them.
Yeah.
Beastin', T hit that beast mode on them.
Yeah.
Beast mode on them.
Yeah.
Beast mode on them.
Yeah, you getting straight money, I'm getting straight money.
This restaurant reminds me of this restaurant in Vietnam. I like the flowers. The goals this week are to really lay out my exact strategy for working out. All right. Saturdays, I have it pretty ironed out, but I've been switching up what I've been doing so that I can experience a different physique, and it's going well. But we'll see. But in the meantime, I gotta get to yoga, and it starts in probably like 10 minutes, and I'm like 4 minutes away, so I need to speed up. I'll catch you in a minute.
Starting over doesn't usually look so dramatic because there's no music. Typically there's no announcement, and for me personally, no clean breaks. It's just quiet. It's literally waking up one day and realizing that the version of you that got here isn't the version that's going forward. I'll say it again. You'll wake up one day and realize the version of the person that you are, that got you to where you are, isn't the person that's going to be able to go forward. And it's not because that person failed. It's because they're finished. There was a time that I used to think that starting over meant that I was losing something, right? You can think of the multiple things that one may hold close: time, money, or momentum. If we can go further, maybe even say identity. Now, when I look back, think about it, nothing really was lost. It was just exchanged. Nothing was lost. It was just exchanged. The exchange was for clarity, for discipline, and for a much deeper level of awareness that I did not have before. So the best part is that you don't start over with empty hands. You start over with much better ones. So I've learned to keep good connections close, not out of convenience, but out of respect. Not everyone is meant to come with you into every season. But the ones who were solid, who showed up right, who moved with integrity, you got to keep that intact. You don't burn bridges just because you're changing direction. You honor what is real. Doing right becomes less about perfection and more about alignment. You don't always get it exactly right. However, you're moving with intention. So you're going to be able to quickly correct. You're going to make sure you're staying honest so that you don't build the next phase of your life on shortcuts, because you already did that once before. So that's a major key to the reset too, is that there's a calm that comes with accepting responsibility without carrying unnecessary weight. You stop blaming your circumstances, you stop over explaining, and you just adjust. And then you move. So the shift into prosperity, that's not loud either. It's not about chasing more. It's about becoming someone who can hold more without losing structure. So that's a totally different mindset, because abundance isn't just about money. Abundance is about health. Abundance is about space. Abundance is about clarity. It's about having the discipline to say no without feel like you're missing out. Like literally before the market closed today, I could see the trade setting up, and I was talking to Scott about my previous trade that I actually flubbed up on. Even though it was a winning trade, I still made a huge error. And we were talking through the last setup of the day, and I literally looked at it. I said, I can see what's happening. I said, nah, I'm good. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Having the discipline to say no to a trade without feeling like you're missing out, severely underrated, because that requires trusting in something that you really haven't technically seen. That requires trusting that what's aligned will stay and what's not will fall away without you forcing it. It's like a flow. There's a line that typically sticks with me from the greatest salesman in the world. Specifically, go to scroll marked 5. This whole scroll is just a beautiful comment on the power of living in the moment, living in the now. And the line says, I will live this day as if it were my last. And that doesn't mean that you live in a reckless way. You don't live in a way that completely destroys or burns down everything, right? We think about the word God, generator, operator, destroyer. You don't destroy everything. However, you live in a way that sharpens how you show up. You're going to be speaking more honestly. You'll be moving more deliberately. And you'll most certainly stop postponing the things that do matter, because you're going to stop wasting energy on the things that don't matter. So starting over really just becomes less about escape and more about refinement. So you're not trying to become someone new. You're literally just allowing what is no longer you to fall away. And when you look at it that way, starting over is not heavy, hopefully. It becomes this precise, controlled, quiet decision to live better, to think clearer, and to move forward without dragging yesterday into today. And so that's where your real power is.